Hello and welcome to the weekly news update provided by Northeast Christian Apologetics. Here we update you with what's going on with Northeast Christian Apologetics happening in the local area and abroad. Today is Monday, March 18th, and tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be doing our Monday evening book study. We are still reading through Tactics by Greg Koukl. We are on chapter 16 called Just the Facts, Ma'am. And in this chapter, we will be getting advice on how to not get distracted by people's opinions during conversations. On Wednesday, March 20th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be meeting at The Church in downtown New London for our last installment of the Apologetics 101 series. We have been meeting and discussing apologetics at The Church for months, and I have been very blessed by the congregation and am deeply appreciative to have been given this opportunity to serve God's kingdom. I want to remind the church that there is still a lot more information and resources for us to cover, and I hope to do those classes as well in the future. This Saturday, March 23rd, we will be meeting at Castle Church in downtown Norwich at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time for our 8th session of Apologetics 101 series. In this class, we'll be talking about the significance and meaning of truth. If you haven't been out to the earlier sessions, please don't let that stop you from coming to Castle Church. We'd love to have you. In other news that is compiled for us by Sound Faith Consulting, if you are looking for Christian consulting, talent management, literary representation, and public relations, they are a great resource for you. On April 5th and 6th, the International Society of Christian Apologetics will be hosting a conference called Apologetics in a Brave New World. This conference will be held in San Diego, California. One of the speakers will be philosopher and theologian Kenneth Richard Samples, who is a senior research scholar at Reasons to Believe. His talk will be Education versus Propaganda in a Brave New World. Please see isca-apologetics.org for more details. Joni Eareckson Tada joins Alicia Childers on her YouTube channel to discuss the nearness of Christ in 50 years of suffering. The Analytic Christian is joined by Dr. Caleb Coho to give his top 5 recommendation for books of ancient philosophy. BereanArchive.org has published a new article called Problems in LGBT Studies, which explains how LGBT studies has abandoned good science to pursue political agenda. Scary, but not surprising. In the midst of church debates surrounding whether or not and to what extent is it appropriate for churches and ministries to incorporate AI into their sermons and teaching, Sound Faith Consulting has weighed in and offers 10 ways that AI can actually benefit ministries. The potty-mouthed micapologist himself, David Paulman, has come out with a video on his YouTube channel, Faith Because of Reason, where he provides evidences for the historical reliability of the book of Acts. I think that this is an excellent video. You should definitely check it out. James White and Dale Tuggy debate whether Jesus is Yahweh. Make sure you check out the final episode of Dr. Craig Keener's Bible Background Series. The series is well worth the watch if you haven't seen it. Another series that you should check out is Kevin Lewis's lectures on the divine decree, free choice, creation, and divine providence. Jonathan Pageau is interviewed on what atheists get wrong about the Bible, religion, and Jordan Peterson. This was a really good conversation. I personally like Jonathan, and I think he offers interesting insights as an Eastern Orthodox Christian. And finally, Justin Briley explores why the Bible refuses to die in his new podcast. If you are not keeping up with Justin Briley's projects, then you are missing out. Even though he is no longer hosting the big conversation, he is still providing quality Christian content. This podcast does not disappoint. Highly recommend giving it a listen. You have been watching the weekly NECA news update. I am Simon Williams, and I will see you again next week. Thank you, and God bless.